We've had a team of volunteers from England, Ireland, Scotland, France and South Africa out here since the beginning of the whaling season, documenting the despicable whaling by Christian Lofson, probably the world's most notorious and infamous whaler. Now, Christian Lofson kills endangered fin whales, the second largest whale on the planet, and those whales, as in previous years, we've been documenting the sad return as he drags those whales back to the world's last whaling station on Hvalfjörður. We've been documenting how many harpoons are embedded in those whales, where the harpoons have hit the whales. And in fact, one of the whales that were documented this year had four harpoons embedded in it. And we know from MAST, the veterinary authorities, that whale took over half an hour to die. We've also, as in previous years, been recording how many of those whales are males or females, and if they're females, whether they're pregnant. And we've been videoing and photographing the butchering process, and also if they've been trying to hide from us, as they often do, and try to drag away at speed any fetuses that are cut out of their murdered mothers. We've also been documenting, as in previous years, the pollution generated by the whaling station, and also have exposed him for dumping pollution out of a second pipe that he hadn't declared to the authorities. And in fact, there's still investigations ongoing to that, and potentially the pollution situation at the whaling station is a real risk to his business, so that's a really important work. We've also been joined this year by Captain Paul Watson Foundation and their ship Bandero, which has been offshore. Now, the Bandero has faced all kinds of challenges because the Icelandic Coast Guard not only have been tracking the ship using aircraft, both planes and helicopters, but also with their Coast Guard vessels Thor and Freya. And also they have been providing the coordinates of Bandero to the whaling company itself. So Christian Lofson's two ships, Gralla 8 and Gralla 9, can try and avoid Bandero. But what Bandero has actually achieved is to block the most productive area of the Western whaling grounds from Lofson's use. So the whaling company is actually far behind on the number of whales it's killed, as it would have done compared to previous years. Now, just over a week ago, the Bandero pursued Gralla 9. Now, Gralla 9 is the most prolific killer of whales here in Iceland. It has the most experienced captain as well, and it quite often drags back 2 dead endangered fin whales to the whaling station on every return. After pursuing Gralla 9 into just inside the territorial waters, the Bandero was pursued by the Icelandic Coast Guard vessel Freya, which launched 3 ribs, including special forces on board a military-style rib. Bandero was boarded and seized and was brought back to Sundhofen harbour, which is on the east side of Reykjavik, which is industrial docks. The crew were held on the ship in rather poor conditions, running out of food and not having the ship properly serviced by a shipping agent for over 5 days before they were finally allowed to set foot actually within Reykjavik, albeit having to report to the police. But now the ship has actually been transferred just yesterday to Old Reykjavik Harbour. Now, Old Reykjavik Harbour is actually the main harbour in Reykjavik. It's the one that all the tourists photograph and take videos in front of. So now the Bandero is here for all to see, sparking conversations amongst both the locals and in the media, and the hundreds of thousands of tourists here in Reykjavik. So Bandero, through fortunate circumstances, some would say, is now here tied up in Reykjavik, an ambassador for the whales, continuing the campaign, albeit with publicity. And the Bandero's crew are slowly being deported out of the country. They're receiving 2-year bans on coming back to Iceland. But this isn't going to stop our campaign, and if Christian Lofson continues whaling in future years, we'll of course be back, and maybe CPWF will send another ship or 2, but we'll just have to wait and see. But for now, we've achieved many of our aims. For this year, the Bandero continues to make news. And for all those people who have supported us and donate to us, thank you so much from all of our team. We just couldn't be here without you. And if you can continue to support us, then we can continue to run anti-whaling campaigns defending Iceland's endangered fin whales until this business is finally shut down, as it should be.